The comment?
2 minutes each.
Okay. I'm going to call the names of the first 5 folks who are listed down for public comment, and if those folks would please sit up. We have reserved chairs right up in the front, and we'll go through each person. We'll get 2 minutes, and we will make sure that everybody has a chance to speak. Starting with Giorgio Cosentino, Albert Chan, Leanne Wright, Karen VanWinkle, Annie Gwathney. I'll say those names one more time. Giorgio Cosentino, Albert Chan, Leanne Wright, Karen VanWinkle, and Annie Gwathney.
Hi, members of the board and Superintendent Harder. My name is Giorgio Cosentino, and I'm from Hercules. And just as I said once before, I think a couple of months ago, I spoke before you about the missing information on the school accountability report card documents that I'm still trying to get access to. The California Education Code 33126 states that the school accountability report card shall provide data by which a parent can make meaningful comparisons between public schools that will enable him or her to make informed decisions on the school in which to enroll his or her children. The school accountability report card shall include, but is not limited to, assessment of the following school conditions, including the total number of fully credentialed teachers and all the other, those that are not fully credentialed. This information is missing. In fact, it was only provided by 11% of the schools. This is a violation of the Ed Code, and the school board is actually responsible for making sure that, that this information is provided. This is a repeat of, there was a letter in 2008, an attorney with a citizens advocacy group pointed out the same deficiency in a letter to Superintendent Harder. And this causes me to wonder how you all view oversight and accountability. Recently at the Citizens Bond Oversight Committee, the district showed up at it was a district staff, in my opinion, were completely ill-prepared to work with the committee on submitting a report to the grand jury, a response to the grand jury report on the Citizens Bond Oversight process. And so I'm very concerned by what I'm seeing here in terms of how you view accountability and oversight. I want you to take it more seriously. Thank you.
Mr. Chan?
Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Harder, President Ramsey, and fellow school board members. My name is Albert Chan, and I'm a parent volunteer at Ohlone Elementary School in Hercules. I'm here tonight to express disappointment about the way things have been handled recently at Ohlone. The district gave students less than 24-hour notice that they would be displaced and moving to a new school location effective the very next day. The planning and the communication of this was extremely poor. Your decision to give short notice to parents in an awkward situation of, put them in an awkward situation of planning for things like drop-off, pickup, and childcare. Some families lived walking distance to Ohlone and did not have a vehicle to travel across town to the new school. Some families have one child enrolled at Ohlone and the other child displaced over the loop line, and they don't have transportation. The decisions made seem to come from a very uncaring place. President Ramsey, I am well aware that you were disappointed that Hercules did not perform well when getting votes for Measure K. You went as far as suggesting that maybe it was time for Hercules and Pinole to leave the school district. Was the latest action by the district punishment on Hercules for low votership? How can the district ask for our support when it doesn't feel like Hercules is being supported by the district? How can you ask us for our tax dollars when we can't even see benefit of these tax dollars on our children's education right now? All we see from our tax dollars, all we see that it's doing right now is increasing class sizes, creating more combination classes, and poor district planning and communication to parents. I would like to ask you to do something for the students this evening. Your mission states that you're here to provide our kids with the highest quality education and to strengthen our community. I'm asking you tonight to start serving your mission. The district has done the exact opposite recently. I urge you to make good on your mission and stop harming your children's ability to learn. Thank you.
Leanne Wright? Is there a Leanne Wright? Okay, Karen VanWinkle?
Good evening. Good evening, board members, Dr. Harder. In Dr. Harder's September message on the website, he reposted a student mantra that he wrote when he came, and it says, "This is important. You can do it. I won't give up on you." I'd like you to consider those words as I describe what happened at Ohlone this past week. I'm Karen VanWinkle, and I am a proud parent at Ohlone School and a fourth grade teacher at Ohlone School. Last Wednesday, on the 8th day of school, parents were given 24 hours notice that 2 classes were being collapsed, 2 teachers were being displaced to another site, and several kindergarten, first graders, and second graders would be displaced or even moved to another site. Yes, kindergartners on their 8th day of school lost a teacher. This is unacceptable and it's embarrassing, a nightmare. My son is one of those first graders that was displaced. He's not a number. His classmates aren't a number. These families, we're not numbers. We're people. You can't just move us around. So until the West Contra Costa School District begins communicating to families and teachers with respect in a timely and collaborative manner, both the West Contra Costa School District's reputation and enrollment will continue to decline. This is important. You can never, ever let this happen again. Thank you.
Annie Gwathney, James Graggs, Laquita Madison, Eric Martin, Cheryl Teasley. I'll say those names one more time so that people can come up. Annie Gwathney, James Graggs, Laquita Madison, Eric Martin, and Cheryl Teasley.
Hi, I'm Annie Gwathney. I'm a parent at Ohlone School. It was really devastating. My daughter is in first grade, last year kindergarten. To watch these kindergarten families all be moved around was terrible. Their kids didn't want to come to school the next day. One fifth grade class was held in the library for the day, not knowing where they were going next. Karen was speaking about us not being numbers, but sometimes on paper everybody can be a number. But to be there and to put your arm around these kids matter to us. We're a family. We're a school. Yeah, it's a public school, but we all deserve better. 24 hours or less, I just don't understand what happened. And why doesn't anybody have an answer for us? I don't want these kids to suffer, as I'm sure, nobody wants that. Something needs to change. We need somebody to stand up and be a leader. One of the high school girls was speaking tonight about what she learned about being a leader and what that means, and how there's different types of leaders. Different people stand up and take action. Other people come together and they formulate the ideas. There's so many different parts. Thank you. I'm just really at a loss. I'm at a loss.
Mr. Graggs?
Good evening, Dr. Harder, President Ramsey, board members. Excuse me. When I stood before you a month ago, representing the Richmond Steeler organization and informing you that there was a problem. I was assured that evening that no problem, it'll be taken care of. That night I came alone while they were out practicing. Tonight, members of the board and the president came with me, and they would like to speak with you. So I will defer to them.
Good evening, board. My name is Eric Martin, and I'm here representing the Richmond Steelers youth football organization. Richmond Steelers is a nonprofit youth football team here in Richmond, California. We service close to 300 of your unified school district children every year, providing them with an opportunity to play football and cheerlead and travel around California, displaying their skills. And the issue that I have this evening is them having a home field to play at. We were told back in June, or we had a contract back in June, that we could play all our home games at John F. Kennedy High here in Richmond. But later this week, just out the blue, we were told the field wouldn't be available to us. So we've been running around the different schools in the district trying to find somewhere for these kids to play at, and nothing's happened. So that's my concern this evening. So if anybody else on the board want to speak on our behalf.
We have some people that are signed up, so...
Well, I think you made your point, and I understand what you're saying. I'm concerned about it because we had said Kennedy High would be available, so
Right.
it's in the community. It's a brand-new field. Mr. Greer, can you get... Because I'm getting emails, from people who, people support the Ivy League Connection, Desmond Carson, saying, what's going on? Why are we being put out at Hercules and then at El Cerrito High? Can we get this resolved?
If I can, I'll talk to the board.
Okay.
Because
we apologize. We're sorry. And to the Hercules families, we're sorry as well. We need to be more attentive, more understanding. 24 hours is insensitive. On behalf of the board, I apologize. That's not the way I would want my family treated, and I don't want any district resident treated like that. So we know that we can do better, and we will, and Mr. Grill also talked as well. So thank you for bringing your concerns to us tonight. So thank you, but I'm really sorry also about the Steelers. So
Thank you for listening.
no, we're going to take action. We're not going to listen. We're going to do something. We're going to fix the problem. So we're going to make that happen. All right. So with the others, so the other speakers okay talking with Mr. Greer to get the issue resolved? Is that okay with the other speakers? No, you want to say something? Okay. What other speakers do we have?
We have Laquita Madison, Cheryl, Teasley, Audra Williams.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Cheryl Teasley, and I know quite a few of you people on the board. I too deal with the Richmond Steelers, and I just thought it was a real hard thing for the board to just tell them they had nowhere to play. They can't afford to forfeit their games. This organization has been around for 45 years plus. This organization took the kids of Richmond to Vegas and won 3 championships. This organization also works with children from the age of 5 to 15, and we feed into the schools that around here that play football for these schools. And I think that they should take, like you said, Charles Ramsey, under consideration to make sure that these kids have somewhere to play. They have a home game on Saturday, and they should be able to play their home games. You have defending champions that are, we have a lot of kids in Richmond that are doing bad things, but they're out there trying to do something positive for the city. And doing positive, the city needs to back them and give them that chance, because these are not just black children, these are Hispanic children, these are of all nationalities that come out here and support the city of Richmond, and the city should support these children. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Laquita Madison. I'm the secretary for the Richmond Steelers. I'm here on behalf of the organization because I'm very passionate about it. I work full-time. I'm a full-time student at Contra Costa College. I have a 1-year-old baby and 3 other teenagers. So I put in my time and effort in this program, and for us to be treated this way, it's absolutely unacceptable. We have put in beyond time trying to get a field. We spent the majority of today, we went to El Cerrito, that was declined. We talked to De Anza, they're telling us that they have games on Friday, but yet they practice on Saturday, which is a little backwards. So they're basically telling us that we have to play our games on Sunday, which some of us are active in church. People are traveling from all over to come to us, and that means that they're subjected to having to be out late at night with their children to go back to their place of residence. Again, it's unacceptable. And for us to have to go through this when we are servicing the kids of the West Contra Costa Unified School District. So I don't know what needs to be done, but it's unfair. And we have a game this Saturday, and we're looking at potentially forfeiting because we're playing a Sacramento team. That Sacramento team, we can't play Sunday. If we play Sunday and they don't want to come down, that means we forfeit. Again, that is unacceptable. So I'm pleading with you guys, asking something to be done today so that we can play somewhere this Saturday. Thank you.
We'll get it resolved.
Thank you.
Good evening, Board. Thank you very much for your time. Earlier they spoke of leadership and they talked about leaders and different types of leaders. So first of all, I want to commend you for stepping in immediately and saying something will be done versus just that we hear you. The reason that I'm still speaking is I really want to hope and pray that something really will be done. Because when he came a month ago, we understood that something would be done then. When we signed the forms and submitted them in June, we understood something would be done then. So at this point, I'm here representing my children. I have an 8-year-old daughter and an 11-year-old son. And I know some of you know us from Coronado. My children made the president's list last year, so that was huge for them. People often refer to my son as a little Obama, but I taught my children that they are student athletes, that they're students first and then they're athletes. So when my kids are part of an organization that's been around Richmond for 40 plus years, that's huge for them because they're part of a legacy. Aside from being part of a legacy, they're preparing themselves for their future. I told my children they don't need to buy me a house. If they want to help mom, get a college scholarship. So that's the way they can pay me back. I don't need a home, I've got one. My point is that I'm teaching them to be students and I'm teaching them to be athletes because the thing that they learn at the Steelers, they learn about teamwork, they learn about their community, they learn about giving back, and again, they're taught to be students first. So the reason I still felt the need to speak is I hope this isn't just lip service, and I hope that sincerely I'm coming pleading, asking for your help. We actually need your help. Like she stated, we have a home game in a few days. Our kids have prepared for it. Our kids have worked hard. Our kids, after they get out of school, they do their homework and then they get to the field and then they go to sleep. They forfeit some time where they could just be playing as kids because they want to be part of a team. So whatever you can do, I really pray literally that you're going to do so that it's not just lip service. So when something gets done, because I know many of you and trust many of you very much, thank you, Dr. Harder, a week ago or so that you stepped in. Thank you for saying something tonight. So I just thank you in advance for your help.
Any more public comment?
There are 2 more public comments on the separate issues.
Okay. 2 minutes each for those 2 people.
Okay, Dan Romero and Donald Jackson.
Good afternoon, Board. My name is Donald Jackson. I've been with the Richmond Steelers over 48 years. I know they've been going for over 50 years. I need to find out from the Board what can we do to satisfy you to help us. because I feel we should have the key to the city. Because every year we have 300 kids that come out and play for us from July to end of November. A lot of my kids are 4.0 students on my team. I don't know about the other team. I'm just speaking about mine. I coach junior peewees. We have to pay for the fields to practice, but soccer people are allowed to play and don't have a permit. They used to come out there when we was playing and say, man, where's your permit? Because we have ours. They didn't have one. They still allowed to play on the field without a permit, but nothing done. I'm wondering if the board is against us or somebody against us. They have a garbage can for trash. We clean up. We go to a game after Kennedy has played the night before, and it's trash. The whole field is trash. I send my kids, I tell you, I gave you a hot dog and soda, here's a bag, go clean up the field. We clean up the field, even though we're paying for it to be clean. I think it's wrong. But we've never bothered about it. We just went ahead and did our thing. So, can you help us?
Yeah, we're going to take care of it.
I need a key to the city. That's what we need.
I mean, this is going to get resolved.
Thank you.
This is going to get resolved.
Thank you very much.
It's not looking good that we've been this insensitive, and I don't know why this didn't get handled. The board is concerned. Dr. Harder will take care of it.
Thank you very much. We've had kids to go to Columbia University. You know, I'm coaching kids. The time's up. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. We need our next speaker. All right, thank you. But Mr. Greer's over there. He'll take care of it. The mayor from Hercules, Mr. Romeo, welcome.
Good evening, School Board President Ramsey and school trustees. I'm here representing the students and families that received notices last week at Ohlone Elementary School in Hercules. These 20 students, who are first graders entering their second week of school, received notices that they were no longer attending Ohlone and were to show up the next morning at Lupine Hills in Hercules. No prior notice was given to the staff and the parents. The principal next morning did a great job in managing the displaced students and parents. But what I heard is that on Thursday last week, staff and parents tried to console the first graders who felt that they had done something wrong, and now they were being asked to leave Ohlone. The lack of communication from the district to the parents was lacking. It deprived the students of the positive school experience. The PTA President Chan has asked for a report of how many students were displaced in what schools. I'm here tonight to ask this board to release a report telling the public how many students were displaced and what schools were affected. The work of the PTA presidents, and I think that there should be a procedure that's developed with the school board and PTA presidents, so that in the future any displaced students will have prior notice, and maybe you can work in conjunction with the school. I'm also here again to request funding for an additional school resource officer. Hercules wants what other cities are receiving. With our joint junior high and high school campus with 1,800 to 2,000 students on campus and one police officer, we need another officer. I'm asking also, was there anybody from the school board or from the district, did anybody ever contact our city manager or police chief to ask if we needed another officer? It seems like I know for a fact that nobody contacted me. So again, we're asking.
That's not true. I called you. As a matter of fact, I haven't gotten a return phone call from you. I have called you. I called you twice to sit down and talk to you about your concerns.
Mr. Ramsey, I got the word that you're calling for endorsements.
No.
Okay.
You don't know that because you didn't return my call.
Mr. Ramsey?
You didn't return my call.
You didn't return my calls, okay? The fact is that we're asking for communications, okay? Bridges can be built through relationships. We're offering. I came here in June.
2 minutes are up.
I came here
Hold on
in
a second.
June.
I'm going to adjourn this meeting if you don't respect the floor. We're adjourning the meeting for 5 minutes.